This is FP300 adjustable fire alarm control panel. The first part is the light indicator. The second part is the button. The third part is the panel screen. The fourth part is the printer. There are 3 access levels. Different levels have different permissions. First, press the launch button. You could choose the second access level and the third access level. In the first access level, you only could view the fire information, disable and fault information. The access level 2 password is the access level 2. It can be to set the panel's time and date, and rename the system, adjust the LCD brightness, and view configuration of the system, including loop devices. CNE and network information. This is access level 3. Password is Enter. Press the menu button. In the access level 3, all these functions are available. On the System menu, you could select the network setup. For example, you have the 3 pieces panels to network. The operation like this. On the first panel, select the CAN bus mode. Register the 3 panel. Confirm. Attention! Panel network by CAN bus transmission distance must no more than 600 meters. The maximum quantity of panel network is 20 pieces. This is FIP setup. Through this window, you can read about how many repeater is registered in the panel. There are 2 types. All display mean that display all the alarm messages from the control panel. Zoom display means that only the messages of the zoom where it is assigned to. The maximum quantity of repeater connect with the loop is 30 pc. You could select the zoom on here and input the position description in here. Final, confirm. This is zoom setup. How many zoom you need to use? You could register on here and input the zoom description. If you would like to use 3 zoom, you could. Register number 1, number 2, number 3. Finally, accept. This is loop ball setup. How many loops in your panel? We need to register. If you have 2 loops in one panel, register number 1 and number 2. Accept. This is detector module setup. Choose the loop ball. If you have 1 loop, choose the 1. And the detector module setup function is check the address of devices and check the devices on which zoom, or choose the devices in some zoom. If you have input and output module, it can be checked the input-output module connect with which devices. If your input-output module connect with press switch, you could choose in here. Final, accept.
Yeah.
This is default CNE. The delay function only applies to the associated loop sounders. The default output to the loop sounders can be delayed by a time of 5 seconds to 150 seconds. For example, now we choose the 30 seconds delay time. This is the general CNE part. Press the add to create a CNE loop. Press del to delete one. Press the red to enable a CNE. And this is delay time. Can set up the delay time for the CNE. And after setup, register. The general CNE, it consists of two main parts: the conditions, serving as the causes, and the outputs, which together can make a CNE loop. For example, now we choose the smoke detector and heat detector for the input list. Under the module list, all output devices on the loop will be listed to be chosen as the outputs. The default value of number of fire signal is 01, which means once there is one alarm signal generated from any of the given type devices, the output devices on the list will be added after a backdraw of time delay.
This is Sumno CNE. We set up the Sum 1 for CNE. Set up the delay time as 10 seconds. Tick the register. Tick the smoke detector, heat detector, manual call point. Then choose the output devices like stop sounder in the module list. Choose the one loop. Choose the one loop. Select the stop sounder. Finally, confirm or OK. This is specific CNE. Set up the delay time. Tick the register. If your device is in the loop 1, select the one loop. Input your device's address. For example, we set up the 1 address to 3 address. Select the stop sounder in the module list. Finally, OK. This is ZCP setup. Tick the register. Select the button number. The panel total has the 32 buttons. Select the button number 1 as zoom 1 to activate solders. Select the zoom number in the module list. OK. This is disable zoom or point. When you disable zoom or point, the devices in the zoom or devices will not work. For example, we input the 001 address smoke detector. Disable. The indicator disable will flash. This is smoke detector 00001 address. After we test the smoke detector and disable the smoke detector won't work. This is check duplicate address. Select the loop 1. Check. There are 0 duplicate addresses in total. This is module start or stop. Select the loop 1. Check the address stop solder or module. Start. The stop solder will alarm. This is loop 1. To check how many adjustable devices connect with the panel. Confirm. The panel total have 8 units adjustable devices.